It's time for PHL Morning News for this Wednesday morning, November 19th, 2014. Welcome to Wednesday morning, November 19th, 2014. Here are your news headlines here this Wednesday morning. Here our top story at 8:36. Here is in Buffalo, New York, where the first snowstorm of the season has resulted in 5 deaths in there so far. 3 people had heart attacks from shoveling snow, officials said. 2 of the deaths are storm-related. A bill to approve the Keystone XL oil pipeline failed in the Senate on Tuesday by just 1 vote in a setback not only for the energy project but the politically imperiled Democratic Senator who pushed the legislation. Netflix says it has postponed a bill called Be's upcoming stand-up comedy special, a decision that involved a growing number of allegations that the famed entertainer sexually assaulted women. France has confirmed that the second Frenchman features in the video shows the beheading of Syrian prisoners and the body of a U.S. hostage killed by Islamic State. There's a new number 1 team in the college football playoff rankings. Alabama was the most complete team right now by committee chair Jeff Long. On Tuesday, Israel's intended funerals of Aryeh Kapinski, Terry Will Living, and Abraham Goldberg, 3 of the 4 people who killed in a shooting attack in the synagogue in Jerusalem, and 1 rabbi, Wiggins, was remembered in a memorial service last night in Brookline. Here, also signed strategic alliances with both Meta and Tencent, hoping that to use some links of China's biggest internet firms to develop its presence as e-commerce, online entertainment, and movie business. And U.S. Ambassador to Russia John Tett left, and Russian President Vladimir Putin posed for a photo after presented his credentials in a Kremlin in Moscow, Russia, on Wednesday. The military colonel who briefly seized control of Burkina Faso after the longtime president stepped down was chosen as Wednesday to serve as Prime Minister, cast a doubt that the army would be stay out of politics and demanded by the international community. A Paso women who opened across into Egypt cries as she waits with others at the Rafah crossing between Egypt and the southern Gaza Strip. On Tuesday, August 12, 2014, as 10 civilians were killed. In Lahore, a Pakistan court on Wednesday sentenced the 4 men to death for murdering a pregnant woman bludgeoned to death in the center of the country's second largest city of murder against her family's wishes. In Ferguson, Missouri, a St. Louis suburb that faced weeks and sometimes violent protests following August fatal shooting of an unarmed black teenager by a white policeman remained on edge on Wednesday and waited to learn the officer would face charges. This photo provided by the Missouri Department of Corrections shows convicted killer Leon Taylor was executed for 1994 for murder of the gas station in Missouri as Missouri executes inmate for the murder back in 1994 during the robbery. In London, the Dow hit a 70-year high against the yen on Wednesday ahead of a minute, so the U.S. Federal Reserve's latest policy meeting does investors bet on an increasingly divergent outlook for the world's major economies. In London, divisions were made at the Bank of England on whether to raise interest rates, with policymakers voted 7-2 in the latest meeting to keeping the main rate at a record 0.5%. A record low. Washington, the Commerce Department reports on U.S. home construction in October. The report piece schedule will be released Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., which is 9 minutes from now. Haruhiko Koda, Bank of Japan governor, is crushed on rebellion by board members opposed to the last month's succession of the Bank EC program, winning over the 3 dissenters through his plan to pump up the monetary base by about $682 million. Remember when Facebook groups were a thing? A friend would lose their phone and everyone would have to join the group in a social network or to give them their number again? It happened. Day after Nokia and ITN were another Finnish hardware company has helped news to share. Twitter has made an amazing change to its sites with an update that allows users to find edit and every public tweet made in the past 8 years ever by them or any other person. The undated photo provided by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety shows a crash test in 2002 Honda CR-V, one of models subject to recall of a repair faulty airbags. Genial television and former Good Art star Michael Stray made the cut for the 2014 People's Magazine Sexiest Men Alive list along with former Tim Tebow before they were in the match before. There were moments when the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 takes part, but this overall, this actor drama fits about wondering where to land. Kim Kardashian represented as unequivocally denied that the reality TV star was banned from attending the world premiere of Angela Jolie's Unbroken in Sydney. Police said that investigation reopened based on new evidence. However, Howard's attorney David R. Skomakis dismissed that idea, saying that the news was the same thing that Florida investigators looked at and found nothing. Concentration of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere continued to increase on Monday. NASA released a striking video that visualized an invisible gas as it travels around the planet one over a year. There's a highly secret Russian space platform conceivably some kind of orbital weapon circling around our heads. It's not much, not admitted by Moscow and nobody seems to know what is going to do up there or what it's capable of doing. A woman who died in a apparent heart attack in a Brooklyn area salon who had been recently been in one of the countries most affected by the Ebola outbreak tested negative of the virus. New York City health officials said it Wednesday morning. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadal on Wednesday as soon fears of an Ebola outbreak in this country. He said that despite the presence of an Indian national who has tested positive for the virus, there is no fear of contamination. Pharmaceutical investment firm Royalty Pharma said it would be buying for royalties on Vertex Pharmaceuticals Incorporated cystic fibrosis treatments from Cystic Fibrosis Foundation for $3.3 billion in cash. Okay, let us take a look at our stock market reports at 8:41. Here, pre-market report. Here, Dow futures 15,634, down 18. S&P futures 2045 and 3/4, down 2 3/4. Nasdaq futures 42.35 and a quarter, down 2 3/4. European market, DAX 9505.71, up 49.18, FTSE 6705.30, down 3.83, CAC 4279.23, up 60.85. Asian markets, Nikkei 17288.75, down 55.31, Shanghai 2451.17, down 5.20, HSI 23373.31, down 155.86. In the U.S. markets, Dow Jones 17687.82, up 4.07. S&P 500 2051.80, up 10.48, and Nasdaq 4702.44, up 31.44. In the oil markets, 74.83, up 22 cents, Brent 79.22, up 75 cents, and natural gas 4.427, up 182. In the gold markets, 1198.40, up 1.30, silver close 1628, up 106, and copper 3.0305, up 285 thousand a point. In the bonds, U.S. 10 yield 2.3506%, up 29,000 a point. Germany 10 yield 0.842%, up 400 a point. And Germany's 10 yield 0.4%, up 2,000 a point. And the FX, European US dollar 2.2545, up 5,000 a point. US dollar Germany's yen 117.54, up 68 cents. And European pound US dollar 1.5673, up 2,000 a point. A multi-car motor vehicle accident with rollover on Route 24 north of Central Street in Thornton has multiple injuries here. And in Hadley, Massachusetts, there on Russell Street on Route 9 at South Maple Street, a crash with possible injury. Hadley Police Department on scene at EMS en route. And in Buffalo, New York, firefighters carry patient 6 blocks hospital. Road passable due to record snowfall 24-hour period. Mom and baby doing very well. Oh my gosh! Wow! Look at that! Look at that! A house. When you open the door of the house, snow blocks the doors, because that's what happens when you leave a door open, and when you get record snowfall, this happens there. Alright, take a look at sports news here on this Wednesday morning here. New York Mets general manager Sandy Alderson said on the team that will put a soft innings cap on pitcher Matt Harvey for next season, and they don't plan to shut him down here. And Tiger draws more attention to the story. And last night, the Boston Bruins shut out the St. Louis Blues at the TD Garden 2-0. And then next up, tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Philadelphia and take it on the Philadelphia 76ers here. Peter News on 8:44 here. And take a look at traffic situation here at 8:44 here. And it shows the accident on Route 24 in Stoughton, and it is backed up all the way up to Route 106 in West Bridgewater here. And if you're in that area of Route 24 from West Bridgewater all the way down to Stoughton here, expect some delays here and try to be patient here. As we get an accident on 24th South Route 123 in Brockton, and name on early accident Route 24 northbound at Harrison Boulevard, exit 19, stop and go traffic from 106 in West Bridgewater here. Route 3 northbound, slow from 18 and Weymouth Hall within after Braintree split. 95, smooth sailing from 128 on both ends to the Rhode Island border here. On an accident on 495 northbound between the Norton Taunton line, between exit 10 on 123 and exit 9 in Taunton here, so expect some delays here. And 120 on the northbound side, it backed up from Route 1 in Auburn all the way out to Route 20 Weston. 120 in southbound side, slow from Linfield all the way down through Route 3 in Woburn, and 120 southbound slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Waltham here. Southeast Expressway northbound side backed up from the split all the way down from Dorchester. Southeast Expressway southbound sold from Dorchester all the way down from 203. And Quinton's exit on Southeast Expressway in Quincy near Furnace-Brook Parkway here. Maps back in the eastbound side sold from Hawkinson all the way down from Route 9 to Fairview. And then you hit the brakes again from Route 3 Natick all the way out to the also Bratton Tolls on the eastbound side of Mass Pack. Westbound Mass Pack so around the also Bratton Tolls. But otherwise, you're smooth sailing from Mass Pack from also Bratton Tolls down from Logan Airport in East Boston here. 93 southbound, slow from 128 in Redden all the way down to the Zakin Bridge. Route 1 southbound, slow from Chelsea all the way down to the Lever Connector here. So, Route 3, a little slow from Chelsea all the way down from Billerica. Otherwise, 39395 block 5 from 128 to the New Hampshire border here. Route 3 southbound, slowly push 120 in Reading here. Route 3 slowly push 120 in Burlington here. 495 southbound, slow from Route 28 in Andover all the way down to 93 in Andover here. And 495 the northbound side. So from Westford all the way out to Route 3A in Lowell here. And that's an accident on Route 495 northbound to Westford here. And 495 southbound side. So from Bucksburg all the way out to 290 in Shrewsbury and Marlborough here. And that's back in the eastbound side. So as you push 495 in Westborough here. And 24 northbound, slow from 140 Tottenham down from 44 in Raynham here. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow from Sagamore as you push the Sagamore Bridge on the southbound side due to some road work. Due to some road work on Sagamore on road construction roadway reduced to 1 lane on Route 6 westbound to Sagamore Bridge here. And 95 southbound in Rhode Island, slow from Protected Scripps down from downtown Providence. 95 northbound, slow from 37 in Warwick all the way down from downtown Providence. 195 on westbound side, slow from Seacock all the way down from downtown Providence. And 295 block 5 from West Warwick all the way down to Edinburgh here. And 146 slow from North Providence down to downtown Providence. But otherwise, you're going to go from Providence down to Woonsocket in Blackstone, Massachusetts here. And take a look at all the highways in Worcester modified. 395 at Oxford and accident left lane block on 395 northbound on exit 4. On Sutton Avenue, slow traffic from exit 3 Kenworth Road. But otherwise, 395 modified, Mass Pack modified, and 146 modified, and 290 is modified, and 29 East slowly push 495. Peter Cello News Side, 848. Take a look at water situation here at 848. Here are current conditions in North Massachusetts at 848 here. We got a temperature of 25 degrees on temperature with fair skies, humidity 44%, wind speed west about 9 miles per hour, barometer 3.13 inches, 2.6 degrees, and visibility 10 miles, and a wind chill about 16 degrees. Take a look at current conditions, man. Region here, it's 26 degrees on temperature right now in Boston, it's 25 in Fitchburg and Beverly and Averill, 24 in Bedford, 26 in Gloucester, 19 in Worcester, 21 in Sturbridge, 22 in Webster, 23 in Milford, 25 in Albany and Taunton, 26 in New Bedford, 28 in Plymouth, 30 in Provincetown, 26 in Chatham, 27 in Falmouth, 31 in Cape Cod Bay, 29 in Boston Harbor and in Martha's Vineyard, 32 in Buckeye, 30 in West, 30 in Buckeye, 24 in Westerly, 23 in Providence and Smithfield. It's 25 in New York City, 25 in Islip, 30 in Montauk, 20 in Long Island, 24 in Bridgeport, 22 in New Haven. It's 21 in Denver, 19 in Marburg, 23 in Meriden, 24 in Hartford, 23 in Windsor Locks, it's 23 in Springfield, 21 in Amherst, 24 in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 22 in Athol, Massachusetts. It's 21 in North Adams, 18 in Pittsfield, 23 in Albany, 20 in Saratoga Springs. It's 21 up in Rutland, Vermont. It's 20 in Bennington, Vermont, 17 in Bramber, Vermont, 25 in Keene, New Hampshire, 21 in Jeff, New Hampshire, 25 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 26 in Portland, New Hampshire, 20 in Portland, Maine. It's 23 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 24 in Concord, New Hampshire. It's 25 up in Laconia, New Hampshire here. Okay, take a look at a map situation around the country. Shows a warm front from the British Columbia merging with a cold front off the Washington, Oregon, and Northern California coastlines here. Stationary front from Alberta, stretching down from Montana, and then the cold front from Wyoming, down for Nebraska, down for 7 Iowa, and down for western Illinois, down for 7 Wisconsin here, and a warm front from Wisconsin down for northern Indiana, and a big front up to Wisconsin here. And a cold front from eastern Cuba stretching out to the Caribbean Sea. And get a ridge of high pressure around the Carolinas and much of the southeastern states and the Gulf states here. And another ridge of high pressure from the eastern Pacific Northwest and down for the Intermountain region here. And a high pressure in eastern Alberta, while some far from eastern New Mexico down from western Texas down from western Oklahoma, and a low pressure in western Oklahoma here. And a far from western Wisconsin here. 20 degrees at temperature right out here in Detroit. It's 59 in Pittsburgh, 26 in Washington, D.C., 24 in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 57 in Miami, Florida, 51 in Brownsville, Texas. It's 33 in Dallas, Texas, 32 in Kansas City, 22 in Chicago, 19 in Minneapolis. It's 20 in Omaha, Nebraska. It's 14 in Great Falls, Montana, 39 out in Seattle, 58 in San Francisco, 57 in Los Angeles, 51 in Phoenix, 30 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 32 in Denver, 24 in Salt Lake City, Utah, and 41 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here. Okay, let us take a look what is going on in the radar situation here. So, rain, sleet, and snow showers off the Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard coastline here. South of the Martha's Vineyard Nantucket coastline here. And we're seeing a stray snow showers by north central New Hampshire, Mountain, Washington, and west central Maine. Spotty snow showers by north central Maine and up in the western and north central portions of New Brunswick. Snow showers by western portions of Nova Scotia here. And stretching down western portions of Prince Edward down. Snow showers east central portion of Prince Edward down here. Rain and sleeted snow showers southeastern portions of Prince Edward down here. And we're seeing some lake effect snow showers from much of the Great Lakes, from upstate New York, from Watertown, stretching on western New York, around Buffalo, down through western and northeastern Ohio, down through northern Indiana, down through Michigan, eastern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and stretching down through much of Minnesota, Iowa, down through eastern Nebraska, and eastern Dakota, down through southern Saskatchewan, southern eastern Alberta, southern Ontario, while seeing some rain showers in California, western Nevada, and stretching over to Washington, Oregon, say with a few sleet and pelts mixed with it, and some sleet and snow showers with central portions of British Columbia, and some rain showers in south central Florida and north central tip of Cuba. Here, take a look at a satellite loop here, and it shows line of clouds coming in much of the northern New England, and patch clouds coming in much of the Great Lakes, and stretching on upper and middle Mississippi Valley, and up to the Nebraska, the Dakotas, and the eastern Montana, and stretching in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and now for Ontario, and now for Quebec, and then out to Atlantic Canada. And line of clouds coming in much of Florida and Ecstasy, and stretching on through Mexico here. And the clouds from Southern Wyoming and east northern Colorado and the northeastern Mexico, and a line of clouds from Arizona stretching down for the Pacific States and after British Columbia here. Alright, let's take a look what is going on in the tropics here. And take a look at a tropical disturbance here. A 30% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours here. As a tropical low pressure located about 550 miles southwest of Brazil, Mexico, continues to produce a large area of cloudiness and disorganized thunderstorms and some gradual development of the system is possible during the next day, so while it moves westward to west-northwest with about 50 miles an hour, and after that time, upper-level winds are expected to become less conductive for development as formation chance for hours. Medium about 30% of formation chance for 5 days. Medium about 30%. There. Okay, let's take a look at forecast. Look at around the country here. Temperatures will remain below normal from the Great Plains to the eastern seaboard. Impressive snowfall totals will continue to add up downwind of the Great Lakes. An almost upper trail carved out to the eastern half of the nation will keep temperatures below normal from the Great Plains to the Atlantic coast. And within the frigid mass, heavy snowbands will continue to set up downwind of the Great Lakes, where Arctic air will be ushered in over relatively warmer lake waters. Lake effect snows will be raining at mid-ahead of a clipper system sliding out of the upper Midwest on Wednesday. But activity will ramp up again as the system lifts to Canada Thursday morning. The clipper will also bring another blast of Arctic in the possibility for light snow showers in the central Appalachians here. Precipitation will be only increased at west as an upper ridge breaks down in a series of Pacific systems move onshore. These systems should weaken while moving inland, keeping a significant total confined to the upslope side of terrain on the Pacific Northwest and northern California. As warmer air moving over the dense cold air mass could lead to freezing rain for portions of Washington and Oregon here. In the higher elevation Cascades and Sierra Nevada range, temperatures should stay low enough to support accumulated snows. Across the 17th, rain turned from the western Gulf will rain moisture and the chance for showers into Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley on Thursday. Scattered shower activity will be also possibly across the southern tip of Florida in the next few days. Okay, take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. High pressure builds across the region today that a weak disturbance may bring a few snow showers to the coastal plain tonight and another shot of unseasonably cold air expected from Thursday night into Saturday as a significant warm up is stored by Sunday into early next week. A storm moving on as Texas will likely bring some rain to some New England Sunday night and early next week. Near terminal 6 p.m. this evening, 7 a.m. update. Weak air of high pressure moves away from this morning. A clipper approaches from the west, therefore, in spite of this. First talk from most locations. Expect increased clouds, including the ocean effect from Cape and Islands late in the day. Forecast trends show the stake of the storm just before minimal morning update here. And take a look at today's highs. It's like most of the day, but continue unseasonably cold with high temperatures ranging from the upper 20s to mid 30s here. And low temps tonight in the teens to the 20s and some 30s around the Cape Downs, around 7 renowned of the 7th coastal Connecticut here. And the best chance range still time would be much renowned in southeast Massachusetts, the Cape and the Islands here. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecasting. Goes like this here for today. For today, South Got have about 36 degrees. West wind about 7 to 10 miles per gust size, 22 miles per hour. For that, slight chance of snow showers between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. About increased clouds with a lower at 26 degrees. Southwest wind about 7 miles per hour, just basically 20%. For Thursday, most of South Got about 44 degrees. Southwest wind about 8 to 14 miles per gust size, highest 29 miles per hour here. For Thursday, most of the coast got low about 21 degrees. West wind about 7 to 9 miles per hour. For Friday, South Got have about 36 degrees. West wind about 8 to 11 miles per gust size, highest 25 miles per hour here. For Friday, clouds got low about 22 degrees. For Saturday, the most of the clouds got high about 38, low about 30 degrees. For Sunday, most of the clouds got about 51 degrees. Saturday night, chance of showers, clouds got low about 42 degrees. Chance of is 50%. For Monday, chance of showers, most of the clouds got high about 61 degrees. Chance of is 50%. Monday night, most of the clouds got low about 49 degrees. And for Tuesday, most of the clouds got about 58 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the day: a sunny and another cold one on tap. That's Peter with a good day with a good passage to see you for the 11 a.m. report. Have a good day.